What's up, people? This is Mr. UV, aka Mr. Ultraviolet, and in this video of Idle Warriors 3 Kingdoms, we will be covering resource management as well as letting you know and doing a quick overview of all of the resources. Alright, so we're going to start off with some of the most important resources in my opinion, and the number one on that list will have to be the gold nuggets. Alright, now here's a picture. Let me pull up a picture for you. These right here, the gold nuggets. All right. Now these are important because you can buy any resource in the game with these, as well as characters from, the advanced recruitment. But you don't want to use these for the advanced recruitment. They have a free-to-play resource in the game for that, and they are also called the advanced recruitment orders, and they are these right here. All right. So these right here, like I said, are your free-to-play way for you to get your characters. This is how you're going to build your roster. This is how you're going to get your 5-star characters. You also want to do these, always use these as a multi of 10. That's how you're going to get a guaranteed 5-star all the time. All right, and like I said, you get these in various different places, just like the gold. You can get them free to play as well. All right, so the suppressions tab under the campaign or story node or whatever, you can go in here and you can farm a lot of the resources in the game. As you can see, I just collected those. They do have a timer on it, so as long as you have the scrolls from doing the auto play in the game, you go in here and you pick what resource you want, and you can just sit there and wait till the timer comes down and get these resources. So you can get the gold, you can get the advanced recruitment orders, and other various items from that same place. All right, now these are the second most important in my opinion, even more important than the characters, because they allow you to rank up the characters. You can have all the characters in the world, but if you can't get them past 5-star, you're gonna fall behind. These general star stones, these are how you're gonna level up the skills as well as the stars on your characters. All right, so this is how you take your characters from a 5-star to 6 and above, as well as take your level 2 skills to 3 or what have you. All right, so you're going to need these are very, very important resources. Like I said, you can get them from the suppressions tab inside the campaign, and like they work the same way as everything else. Now these things are so rare, majority of the time this is why I actually spent most of my money on these type of offers. So these general star stones are very, very important. Like I said, you have all the characters in the world, but if you can't take them past star level 5, your character's gonna be pretty much useless. All right, so let's move on to the next thing, these dragon soul jades. All right, these right here also add abundance amount of power on your character. They pretty much are how you buy tomes, or they also allow you to level up or fuse these dragon souls right here. So these right here add, and so does the tomes. They're both pretty much the same, but they're different, but they have the same skills. So they allow you to add extra passives onto your character. All right, so your character, if it's a 5-star with 4 skills, a main general, they come with 2 passives, 2 active skills, right? So these tomes and these dragon souls, they allow you to add 2 more passive skills on, and there's a long list of how many skills there is. You can look at it in the game and pick which one you think is good. This one I have on Lubu is kind of like a basic one. Basically, he has a 30% chance when he dies to increase my whole team's attack for 2 rounds. All right, now there are way better ones, like the one that I do have on my Guan Yu. All right, now basically what I have on him is one called Bloodthirsty, and basically it is lifesteal. So 20% of the damage that he deals to an opponent, he'll recover that as HP. So skills like this are very good because it allows you to turn any character into a self-healer, and sustain is always a great thing to have on any type of DPS or any character for that matter. All right, so if you're lacking a healer, you throw one of these on there, or maybe even 2, double down on it, and now your character is able to heal himself. All right, so that's why these resources are very important. You get these fairly easy. You can also fuse them together and make better ones. So we're moving on to the next one. These are called Reincarnate Stones. All right, so basically these allow you to take a character from the 3 factions, the red, the blue, the green. you can take a 5-star character from those factions and randomly convert it into another character from the same faction. So if I have a 5-star general from the green, let's say he only has 3 skills like this one, I can pretty much turn him to another character from that same faction. So it has to be the same color, and maybe I can randomly land on one that has 4 skills. So a main general. It is random. I might get another duplicate. I might get a character who only has 3 skills again, but you do have a chance to convert it into a character that has 4 skills like this one. Now, another disclaimer that comes with the Reincarnation Stones is that you only can use them on the red, the green, and blue faction, not the yellow and purple or gold and purple, light and dark. So these characters like these, you cannot use the Reincarnation Stones on these. Alright, and that's pretty much for balancing reasons. These are the best characters in the game. They don't want you just popping these guys out. They want it to be hard for you to get duplicates and their resources or whatever. So these Reincarnation Stones are very important. They are a good resource to hoard and save, because you never know when you might need them. I pretty much save mine for trying to get duplicates. Alright, so we can move on to the next one. The next one on the list will have to be these refining stones. Alright, so these are how you level up your artifacts. Now you do unlock this at a certain point in the game. You reach a certain level. Now here's the thing on how these work. It doesn't matter which 4 artifacts you have. When you level that artifact up, the stats are across all 4 of them. Now the disclaimer that comes with that is the skills that your artifact has, those are specific. Alright, so if I level up the skill on this red one, it's not going to carry over on this blue one. Alright, so the levels of the actual artifact, those base stats carry over, but the skills are specific. So you're going to need to get a fairly big amount of these refining stones. You can get them fairly easy in the game. It does take a time to be a while to be able to level it up, but this does add a lot of damage, predominantly damage, because the health, it is good, but because you have thousands upon thousands of health, it's really not going to make that much of a difference. Mainly you're using these artifacts for damage or the abilities like add extra crit or maybe confuse or stun a character on the enemy team, things like that. So basically these artifacts are mainly used for either control or damage. The one that I do use is the blue one. It allows you to heal, so I do use that one because I like sustain on my team. Alright, so pretty much out of all of those resources that I named, those are the most important ones. Alright, now I will mention this one right here, these Terrence offers. These are another way for you to summon characters in the game from the Terrence visit. And the thing about these is that you can pick any faction that you want to go for to get your 5-star. But if you watch my last video, it does come with a couple cons, that they're highly expensive. You do have a chance of getting 4 stars as well as 5 stars, and you have a chance of getting shards. So you might not even get a character. You might just get shards for either a 4-star or a 5-star. And remember, those 5 stars can be characters with 3 skills or 4 skills, like this one. Alright, so it's a lot of chances that you can pretty much fail. It's a lot of extra stuff that goes with it. Alright, so these things are, and they're very expensive, but they might get better in the future. So my recommendation is if you have them, save them, hoard them, because they might redo them in the future. But that's pretty much it, and I'll see you in the next one.